Can you hear me? How about now? Can you hear me now? St. Elmo, Illinois. That is where we're currently located for our reload. It's a tad breezy out. It's a beautiful sunny day, very few clouds in the sky. And that glimpse that you guys got of First Class is the only glimpse you're going to get today until she gets washed. My goal at the beginning of this video was to start the video off with First Class getting washed. And then I realized that I was on Interstate 70 instead of Interstate 64. Wasn't using my head none. We came out of Indianapolis, Indiana today. Our reload that we stopped at yesterday, if you watched our last video, it went better than expected. Let's just put it that way. I think it was about 4 hours. When we were talking in our last video, we were talking about it taking much longer than that. He seems pleasant, doesn't he? He seems very pleasant. We stopped by a rest area right after we got out of Indianapolis, and he couldn't run around a whole lot because it was just flat out flooded. You guys have a lot of rain down here. Try not to get blowed over. Come on, wind. Back down. Back down. We have a very windy day coming ahead of us. Back home, they're getting 65 mile per hour wind up there around that western Iowa area. 65 mile per hour wind. That's just insane. I've seen a couple trucks blown over, and no, I don't want any part of that. Our load today shouldn't be that heavy. If I read the paperwork right, we're going to be loading up with ranch dressing. Nope, still a green light. Haven't got the red light yet. It did take long enough this morning to get us unloaded that we were late to get here. On that note, come here, Hope. On that note, I'm a fit in, so I'm guessing probably 3 to 4 hours here as well. Then we'll start trekking up through St. Louis and make our stretch north. I think we're going to take Interstate 70. I think Interstate 70 is going to be our winner today. Just for the simple fact they have a truck wash. If I take my normal route, where I'm running through the sticks a little bit on our way home, like if I was to take 61 up into Iowa, we would... I don't even think I'd find a Ma and Pa truck wash to get the truck washed up. And our only goal today, we have one and only goal, is to get First Class washed. I should have washed it yesterday. I was worried about it just flat out. Well, no, actually, you know what? I couldn't have washed it yesterday because every place I was going to stop to wash it, we ran into rain, snow, wet roads, and a little bit of mixture of everything on the way down to Indianapolis, Indiana. This is where you're happy, man. They're seeing the back of your head. Here, give me a moment. There. Are you happy now? Dad, look at me! Look at me! Well, our plans may have changed a tad. They got me loaded. 7 hours later, but I am loaded. Wow. I was late. Not of my doings. No one be blaming me. I wasn't late because of me. We just scheduling. Things were different. What do? You're live, right? You're live. Alright, so our next goal is going to be to get out of here. They have a scale on property that we have to pull across before we leave, and I have a funny feeling that I might be a little stout on the weight department.
What door?
38, I think. 38.
Oh, okay. I got one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great day. Well, grossing out, we're just fine. We're only grossing out at 75,500 pounds, and we are sitting with 3/4 of fuel on board, so we are A-okay in the gross department. Unfortunately, we are a little stout on the tractor for weight. I can't look at the load either, because this is one of the places where you back into the door and they open the doors from the inside, and then they close them up and seal it before you even get to see in there, so you cannot see what's inside the trailer. For all I know, I could be hauling 40-some thousand pounds of dead bodies. That was kind of morbid, I'm sorry. I could be hauling 41,000 pounds, 40-some thousand pounds of Popsicles and Tulips. I will tell you what, I'm hoping our next stint where we're home for a few more days, it's not as busy back home. This last time we were on the go the whole time we were home. First class needs some serious tender love and care. She just needs a complete go through. Everything needs greased up, tires need checked. Lights need put back on. I'm trying to remember if I told you guys that we were going to take Interstate 70 across to Kansas City. That way First Last could get a bath. If I did, I was wrong. Because this load's going to Cherokee, Iowa, and there'd be no point in going over to Kansas City, or you'd be backtracking coming back across to Cherokee. We're in New London, Missouri right now, making our way north on Highway 61. The night is going relatively well, other than lights falling off the truck. Lights. You know, I often get asked, a lot of us truck drivers, we always talk about how tired we are a lot. Well, then a lot of times people will say, well, if you guys really do set as much as you do at shippers and receivers, how can you be tired? Because you should be able just to sleep when you're at those shippers and receivers, right? You should be able to sleep really good, laying in your bed, right? Hi, Ope, can I come back here with you? I'm just telling this real quick, then we'll go to bed, okay? Because I'm tired, okay? That's not enough light? Alright, let me get some more on. We need to put some fancy lights in here, then they could see you so much better. See? They can barely see you. They can see you telling me to get out of your bed. Oh, I'm so sorry, Opie. Here, let's try this. Can they see you any better now? Yeah, right, Dad. You're a dork. I know. Well, you figure it up. We spent 11 hours setting today. We spent 4 hours this morning setting to get unloaded. And then we set 7 hours to get loaded. Boy, I should be wired. I should be ready to drive. I should be ready to roll, which I really thought I was. When we pulled out of St. Elmo, man, I thought I was just ready to go. No, our load of, what did I say we have a load of? Popsicles and tulips? Did I say tulips? There's some kind of flower, wasn't it? Popsicles and tulips? I don't know what's in the wagon. Paperwork doesn't say. It's just a bunch of numbers. And I made it to Missouri, and I'm driving up 61 in Missouri, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this state will never end. And now I'm tired, which is fine. It's the wee hours of the morning. It's time to go to bed anyway. But yeah, so don't always assume the truck drivers can stay awake, because when you're sitting at those shippers and receivers, that's not sleeping. Even if you do get a nap in, like right now is perfect time of year to where you shut your truck off, you got your window cracked. You know, a lot of trucks out here, more and more, just got those stupid beepers on them. Beep, 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 when they're backing up. I'm not talking the shake trucks, I'm talking the interstate trucks. And if you can't get into a parking spot and you got to listen to that guy beep, beep, beep for 30 minutes. I know. Let's go to bed, Schmidt. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, throw a subscription. Subscribe. There you go. Subscribe to the channel. You guys stay safe. And as always, I'll see you next time. No, I didn't make my bed. But neither did you, so there's no judging me. You didn't make your bed either. Okay? You didn't either. Be good, guys.